I think these little battery operated lanterns from Dollar Tree are super cute, but they're not quite my style because I don't like super bright colors, so I'm gonna update them with spray paint. The first thing you wanna do is pry off that lid, and I just use this like a flathead screwdriver to kind of just pop it off. There's little tabs there. And then this gets a little tricky with the painter's tape because you wanna cover the candle, like all of it, so that it doesn't get covered in spray paint, because you're going to spray paint the outside and the inside of the lantern to cover all of that green or white or red plastic. And so I ended up ripping smaller pieces of painter's tape and then layering them on top of each other, trying to get a nice crisp line where I covered all of the white candle, but I didn't cover any of the green plastic. Part of me thought I was going to be able to like pop the candle out and then put it back in, but I don't think it's possible. You can give it a try, but I couldn't find a way to make it work. So I used painter's tape, and then I just covered obviously the whole candle, especially the top, so that you're not covering the flame with spray paint. Then I just grabbed some Rust-Oleum metallic paint and primer in an oil rubbed bronze finish. And then I just went outside. And like I said, I spray painted the outside of the lanterns, the inside of the lanterns, and I also flipped them upside down to get, because that cutout detail is kind of tricky to spray paint. So it's helpful to spray paint it from all angles so you get complete coverage. Because the last thing you want is colorful plastic poking through. Then once all my spray paint had dried, I took away all of the painter's tape, popped the lid back on. In hindsight, I should have waited a half a second before popping that lid back on because I decided to add some greenery inside the lantern around the candle just for fun. I figure, hey, if it's a battery operated candle, there's no like fire safety issues, so I can put the greenery right next to the candle. And these were just sprigs from the Dollar Tree. They've got a little bit of glitter on them. And then I also embellished the handle, so I just took 2 little pieces of greenery, tied them together with a piece of twine. You could just use plain dollar store twine, but I got this at Michael's this season, and it's got a tiny piece of gold floss running through the twine as well, which I think is super fun for Christmas crafts. Just adds a little bit of extra sparkle. And so I just tied that greenery together, and then I tied the twine to that loop handle on the top of the lantern, and then I tied it with a very simple bow, and that was it. And I love how these dollar store plastic lanterns almost look like real, like heavy duty metal lanterns. So you could make a bunch of these and line them up, or just make a few.